So, g'day, how you going? And, well, I just watched Thompson's Coins and he, he was talking about the 2023 Queen Elizabeth coins with, what did they have? 1952, 2002 coins. And some people were saying that these coins are going to be pretty valuable in the future because they are the last year that they're going to issue Queen Elizabeth II coins. Thompson came to the conclusion that no, these are going to be quite common, and hence I pretty much agree with that because if we look at the last coins that we see of the monarchs, so we have they're all in the pre-decimal series because all of the current series of decimal coins have been Queen Elizabeth II. And we have 4 or 5 different portraits. The only coins that are worth collecting are pretty much the low mint coins, not the first or the last effigies. So we do have some. Here's a maybe. Anyway, so the forward camera doesn't do it justice. You need to use the back camera for these type of videos to get close-ups. So here we have some of the first and last. Actually, no, we only have the last year of issue of the actual portraits, and we have it in Australia for 3 different monarchs. So we do have George V. I think we got it for Edward V or whatever his name is. We have it for George VI as well. So these ones are dated 1936. This one's quite damaged, and it's also quite worn. So indicating that this one would have been in circulation quite a number of years. So 1936, 37, during the changeover to the monarch, the coin collectors, well, Australia is actually a lot poorer, so a lot less people coin collecting. The population was smaller, so obviously a smaller population, less number of coins as well. And a lot of these were just kept into circulation quite a long time. As well as the 1952. So 1952 is when George the actual 6 passed away. And these coins would have circulated. These 2 coins would have circulated up until 1966 when they changed over, removed them from circulation. And as you can see, I have quite a number of coins. These have bronze disease on it, which is the green, so this is probably copper sulfate. Also another 952, 952. And if you look in the Renix catalogue, you'd actually check the mintages. But this one, you can see you got the Perth and the Melbourne mint. The fonts are a little bit different, and the main difference is in the 2. You can see how the 2 is engraved. So this one is engraved more forward on the actual upper round part. This one's more even. So, even though these are 1 penny coins and there are other denominations, these are probably more equivalent to base metal coins that they issue now, because these are high mint coins, these are high mint coins. Silver coins have an intrinsic silver value, so those ones have I would say have a constant value compared to actual products. So if we look at the mintages, the 1 penny from 1936 had about 9.8 million coins. So that makes this fairly common for a 1 penny. Now, if we look at the mintages for $1 coins, they're usually, on average, about 7 to 20 million. That's the normal range because it's a high value coin. These ones stay in circulation quite a long time. And I'd say the inflation rate of a 1 penny in 1936 is probably about 50 cents. So it would have stayed in circulation for quite a lot of time as well. Considering we didn't have a high wages as we do now, we didn't have the benefits, so there wasn't really an unemployment benefit. I think it was the age pension. but not too many people would have got that. So most people would have actually had to rely on your currency that they got to survive. So 1952 also had a high mintage. So the Perth Mint, you can see the dot after A, had a mintage of 12 million. And the Melbourne Mint had about 21.2 million. So them three are Perth. This one is Melbourne. So all these coins have a mintage of 33 million. So that makes this for a fairly common coin. And in these conditions, you'd probably be lucky to pay $1 or $2. So even though compared to what they value was in 1952, it's probably the same now in collecting terms. But purchasing power, these are only probably worth about 20 or 30 cents in purchasing power. So once again, as demonstrated by these coins, they're fairly common. They're not really worth anything special, even though they are the last year of the actual portrait. And the same with the 2022. So these ones, even though we don't know the mintages yet, they're not too hard to get. So the mintages are going to be quite high compared to the actual collectors community. So in other terms, for me, it's probably okay to collect one or two for your collection, but to hoard the hundreds of these coins, so you're going to hoard a lot of coins like this in 50 to 100 years time. Again, they're still common, but you're probably going to lose your purchasing power by collecting a whole lot of $1 coins. So next year, just say these ones sell for about $3 or $4 each. In 10 years time, they'll probably also be selling for about, I don't know, $4 or $5 each. And if you take inflation into it, it's probably the same as what you would actually sell them for now. And in 20 years time, they'll probably sell for $4 or $5. So in the long term, you're probably going to lose money. So the idea is probably to flip them straight away. But as there's so many people actually trying to sell these, it's probably going to be a bit hard. Anyway, I hope this helps you with your coin collecting. Ooh, look at me. I look like a feral.